Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Mr. Witness, good afternoon. Could you kindly speak into the mic? Okay, what is your religion? Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters.
Yes.
What is your religion? What is your religion?
Muslim, Islam.
Okay, can you speak into the mic so that everybody can hear you?
Yes, I'm a Muslim.
Okay, in which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Yes.
You want to swear by the Holy Quran?
Yes.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Can you hold the Holy Quran and then repeat after me?
Yes.
Okay, no, you hold it. Hold the Holy Quran and then repeat. I, Dr. Alieu, Keita,
Dr. Alieu, Keita,
do swear that
do swear
I will speak the truth.
I will be truthful.
Yes. No, you repeat. You say what I say, not what you want me to say. Okay? We do that again, right?
Yes.
I,
I,
Dr.
Dr.
Alieu, Keita,
Alieu, Keita,
do swear that
do swear that
I will speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing
and nothing
but the truth.
but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Dr. Alieu, Keita. You're welcome. Mr. Baji, please move the microphone for him. Thank you. So once again, Dr. Alieu Keita, good afternoon.
Yes.
Let me repeat myself. I said, Dr. Keita, good afternoon.
My birthplace, I was born in Nyamine Dankunku.
No, I'm just greeting you.
Oh, okay.
It's the council that is going to take you through. So I'm just saying, Dr. Keita, good afternoon and welcome to the commission.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Council, can we please proceed?
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Welcome back. Mr. Witness, please tell the Commission what your name is, your full name. Do you hear me, sir?
Can you check
No.
his mic? Are you having challenge, Mr. Gay, with the mics? This one is working? All right. Please work on the other mic, please. Yes, can you proceed, please, Council?
Yes, thank you very much. Mr. Keita, please tell the Commission your full name.
My name is Dr. Alieu, Keita.
Dr. Keita, what is your address?
I live in New Joshua.
You currently work for the Kanifing Municipal Council?
Yes, currently I'm the Currently, I'm the Director of Finance at Kanifing Municipal Council.
When was your first engagement, your employment with Kanifing Municipal Council?
I started at Kanifing at K.M.C. In March of 2020.
2020?
Yes.
As the Director of Finance?
As Director of Finance, yes.
Do you have your appointment letter?
Yes, I don't have it on me right now, but I have the appointment letter at home.
Were you confirmed?
Yes, I was confirmed.
Can you please provide the Commission with your appointment and your confirmation letter?
Okay, I will. I have it at home. I mean, I can bring it later if you want.
Yes, we will give you a paper and a pen to write down some of the things that we may ask that you bring.
Okay.
Now, what is your educational background, sir?
Yes, I have a bachelor's degree in economics and management. I have an MBA in specializing in finance, and I have a PhD in economics, specializing in monetary economics. I was also a full-time lecturer at the University of the Gambia before joining K.M.C.
That's impressive. Now, when you joined KMC in 2020, you said, who did you take over from?
Who do I report to?
No, who did you succeed as Director of Finance?
Actually, when I started there, I found acting director of finance, Mr. Serifunjai, and he was eventually my deputy.
Now, what was the structure you found in Cardiff Municipal Council as Director of Finance when you assumed your role as a Director of Finance in 2020?
Yes, when I started there immediately, I took up the role of Director of Finance.
Yes. The structure you found in the department, the Director of Finance's department.
Yes, you mean my deputy?
You as the head, do you have a deputy?
Yes, I have a deputy. Yeah, when I went there.
And then what is the department made of? Do you have a deputy, and then do you have unit heads? Who do you lead in that department? Who are your staff in the department?
Okay, the department head in the finance is Director of Finance.
Yes.
Me, and I have my deputy, his name is Mr. Serifunjai.
Yes.
But I also report to the CEO, he is the Chief Accounting Officer.
Okay. Now, as Director of Finance,
Yes.
at Cardiff Municipal Council, when you were employed, what relevant regulations or acts or laws do you or were you informed that governs you in your capacity as Director of Finance?
Yes, as the overseer of all the functions
Yes.
at the department, the finance department, I actually consult with the Accounting and Financial Manual,
Yes.
and the Local Government Act,
Yes.
and the Finance and Audit Act.
Audit Act.
Yes.
All right. Do you have accountants, accounts clerks?
Yes, we have accounts clerk in the department.
So that's why what I meant when I said the structure. I want to know who you work with, who works in your department, what their roles are, whether you have cashiers, you have accountants, you have an immediate deputy, and
Yes.
who do you really supervise? So that's what I meant when I said the structure within the Department of Finance.
Okay, I myself, as the Director of Finance, I
Yes.
have the deputy at that time, Sheriff Njai, and I have the Finance Manager, Mr. Bakari Diba. He is Finance Manager 1, and we have Finance Manager 2, who is Kausu Jaune,
Yes.
and we have accounts clerks, Nyima Jiba, Fatu Jalo, Aisatu Kamara, and Jara Minte, and what else? And we have cashiers. We have Mamadi Jao.
How many cashiers
Awa
do you
Jalo.
have?
Huh?
How many cashiers do you have?
We have 3 cashiers.
3 cashiers.
Yes.
What is the role of these 3 cashiers? What are their role?
The cashiers collect money directly from the collectors,
Yes.
the license and race collectors.
Yes.
When they collect the money, they deposit it straight to the cashiers.
Okay. Aside from the cashiers, you will have the license managers and so on and so forth. Are they all also within your department?
Yes, the managers actually, if I want anything to be done, I call the manager and give him the instructions, and he goes and tells the accounts clerk or any other person in the department.
So tell us the different type of managers you have, and what their roles are within the Director of Finances department.
Yes, the finance manager 1 actually is responsible for the operations,
Yes.
and the finance manager 2, he assists with the processing.
Yes.
But he's also answerable to finance manager 1.
Yes.
Yes. And for me, I go by line of communication.
Yes.
I communicate with my manager one.
Yes.
Since before the manager one, when I had the deputy director of finance.
Yes.
I go through director of finance, then he will consult with the manager one, and then manager two, and then to the rest of the staff.
Now let's talk about the revenue unit of the finance department. How is it structured? You as director of finance, of course, you're responsible for overseeing the revenue of council, correct?
Yes.
So how is the revenue unit structured in K.M.C. precisely in your department?
Well, with reference to revenue,
Yes.
we have collectors.
Yes.
Actually, I would want to clarify this. We have about 3 revenue units.
You have 3 revenue units.
Units, yes.
These are?
We have the license unit,
Yes.
the rates unit.
Yes.
Yeah, we have the markets unit.
The markets unit.
Yes, markets unit. So all these people, when they collect revenue, cash,
Yes.
it goes straight to the cashiers.
Okay.
It goes straight to the cashiers. From the cashiers, it goes to the bank.
All right.
I don't see no money, period.
Okay. That's very good of you to clear from the beginning, immediately, so that everyone knows that you don't see any money. But we will get into that as well, and in depth, probably in either this sitting or in your subsequent sittings.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? When there's a need to do that. Now, in these units, where you have the license unit, the rates unit, and the market unit, they are also structured, isn't it?
Yes.
Please tell us the structure.
Yes, the markets unit, they have a manager,
Okay.
and they have assistant manager, and they have market masters who are like supervisors. And then you have the markets collectors.
Yes.
Yes, that's on the markets.
So what are the role of the market manager and these different heads? What would be their responsibility?
Yes, the market manager actually is responsible for overseeing all market operations.
Yes.
And he supervises everybody.
That's the manager?
Yes,
Okay.
He's the manager. Supervises all the people working under him in the market.
Yes.
And with assistance of his 2 assistant managers.
Okay.
Some are for operations and some are for other duties that I'm not very sure, because they do whatever the manager tells them to do. And the market masters, the collectors give the market masters the money. When they collect money, it's given to the market masters. Market masters, they come and deposit the money at our cashier at the main office in K.M.C. Yeah.
So you have, at the bottom of the table, you have the collectors.
We have the collectors, yes.
And after which they report to the masters, the market masters?
Market masters, yes.
And the market masters, when they collect these monies from the collectors, what do they do?
From the market masters, they bring the money. But actually, the market masters, before they bring the money to the council, to our cashiers, they have to sit down with the manager.
With the manager?
Yes, with the manager.
Okay,
and,
to do what?
To tally, to make sure everything is correct. What they collected, the physical cash is reconciled with the receipts that they issue.
Right.
And then from there they bring the money to our cashiers at K.M.C. Yeah.
And do they not take this money to the bank?
When the cashiers, when the market masters deposit the money at our cashiers, then the cashiers will deposit the money to the banks.
So
actually, the banks, we call the banks to come and collect the money.
And collect the money?
Yes.
So the market managers wouldn't take the money to the bank?
No.
It would be the cashiers that will receive this money and take it to the bank?
Yes, and either sometimes when we call the banks to come and collect the money and they didn't show up, sometimes we tell the cashiers to go and deposit the money directly.
Does the same apply to the rates unit and the license unit as well?
Yes,
Is it the same structure?
the rates unit, the property owners actually come to K.M.C.
Yes.
and pay their rates at cashiers.
For rates?
Yes.
Okay.
Straight. They pay directly to the cashiers, and they are given a receipt. And for
But do you
lancing,
also have the same structure as in the rates unit? What is the structure different from the market unit?
yeah, it's a little bit different, yeah. It's just recently, though, not long ago, I think a week or so back, that we have decided to give a GTR receipt to our rates collectors to collect money directly from the property owners.
Okay, so can you just summarily tell the Commission what obtains in the rates unit, the structure?
Yeah, the structure of the rates units, we have the rates units manager.
Rates
And,
managers?
yeah, the manager, yes, Dudu Gomez. And he has assistant managers, 2 assistant managers, Babukar Sanyang and Aisatu Mane. And they have supervisors too.
Okay, but they also have collectors as well? They also have revenue collectors as well, no?
Whether they collect revenue.
How about license?
Yeah, license too, they have the manager, they have assistant manager, and they have supervisors. And they go into the field to collect cash from the business owners.
Okay, so for rates,
Yeah.
you will have at the bottom, how do you call them? Revenue collectors or?
Yeah, rates collectors or revenue collectors is all acceptable.
But they do not collect money. They only serve notices or what?
No, but recently we have allowed, there was a General Council resolution.
Yes.
Because we realized that when property owners are served demand notes to come and pay, some may not come and all that stuff because, I don't know, for some reason. So now we decided the rates collectors or revenue collectors should collect directly from the property owners and bring the money back.
When was that?
That's just a week or so ago.
A week or thereabout?
Yeah.
Okay, but from 2020 to 2023, before
Yes.
a week or thereabout, you are referring to the rates collectors would not be collecting money from the house owners.
No, the rates collectors don't, but they are the supervisors. The supervisors who are in the rates department, rates unit, they go after areas.
How do they do that?
Well, they go after the property owners who are in areas, who didn't pay.
How do they go after them? But when you say go after, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, they go into their business where they live or wherever they are, wherever they can find them,
And
then try to collect money from them.
how do they do that?
Well, they ask them to pay their rates, and some they issue checks, and if they issue money, they bring that money straight to the cashiers at K.M.C.
But how do you account for that?
How is it?
How do you account for that? How do you make sure that the amount of money they collect in these compounds, as by way of area, is properly accounted for?
Yes, if they collect the money, they bring it to our cashiers. Our cashiers give them a receipt, and that receipt,
Go ahead.
they return that receipt to the property owner, the person they collected the money from.
They only
Yeah, they collect.
take back the receipt
Yes.
after collecting the money from the property owner.
After collecting the money from the
They
property
bring
owner,
it to the cashier.
they come and deposit it to the cashier, and the cashier will draw a receipt and give that receipt back to him, and he take it back to the property owner.
So at the time of collecting the money from the property owner, there is no receipt issued to the property owner.
No, because the property owner has options.
No. Let's clear this part first. At the time of the receipt,
Yeah.
the money being received from the property owner,
Yes.
the property owner would not have been issued a receipt immediately.
At that instant, no.
Why?
Yeah. No.
Why?
Yeah. He has to go. The money has to be deposited at the cashier, and the cashier will draw a receipt, give it to the supervisor, and the
But
supervisor.
why? I
will-
want to know why. So if the property owner gives, makes payment to the rates manager, and the rates manager did not declare that amount to the cashier, how would you trace that as Director of Finance?
No, the rate supervisors. The supervisors go after the property owners who are
Yes,
in
supervisors.
areas. Yes,
Yes, yes.
who are in areas. Because if you are in areas, sometimes we have to go after you. If not, they may not pay. Now, when they go after them, they
Yes.
pay. When they pay by check, give the supervisor a check.
They
that
all
this
pay
is-
by check?
Yes, sometimes. Sometimes they may pay by check or cash. But no matter what form of payment, the supervisor will bring the money to the K.M.C cashier, and the K.M.C cashier will process it, and then take the money, the areas off the person's account, and draw a receipt, give it back to the supervisor, and the supervisor will take it back to the property owner.
I'm not sure whether you understand what I'm trying to clear. Just probably be as simple as I can. These rate supervisors,
Yes,
as at the time they are going to a property owner,
yes,
let's assume they're going to Mr. X to follow up on an RE, let's say $10,000, right?
Yes.
Let's assume.
yes.
What do they go with? What books of account do they go with? Do they go with a form? Do they go with a receipt? Do they go with a cash book? Do they go with a demand note? What do they go with to be able to request an amount?
Demand notes.
They go with demand
They
notes.
go with demand notes, yeah.
And they issue, and who issues them these demand notes?
Well, it's issued by K.M.C. They print out the demand notes. They go into the system, into the account. The demand notes will tell you how much the person owes.
Who issued, when I say who, I mean there must be a reporting line. There is clearly a chain of command. There's clearly someone that instructs someone to do X, Y, and Z, and then you report back to that individual. These are books of accounts. You're an expert in accounting, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So my point is, these demand notes.
Yes.
How do the supervisors get access to these demand notes to have records of how much or how many demand notes are given to the supervisors, the individuals you are demanding payments from, the period that the payments cover, if any, if the information is been provided, and so that the accountability procedure will be very clear. Do you see my point?
Yes. The
So
manager.
explain that to us, please.
Yeah, the manager of the unit,
Yes.
of revenue unit, they print out the demand notes
Where do they print that out from?
from the system, from our metric system.
Okay.
There is a system there that's designed for rates.
Yes.
It's called the metric system. That's where they print out the demand notes.
Yes.
All the information about property owners are there.
Right.
Yes, they print out the demand notes, and then it's stated which are in areas and which are current, and they give it to the supervisor who's going after people who are in areas.
So who signs these demand notes? The managers?
Yeah, the manager signs, yeah.
So you as the Director of Finance, how do you monitor this?
Well, I actually, because I'm responsible for rates, markets, and license, so most of those signatures, leave the managers to take care of those things.
How do you monitor, is the question.
I monitor it because every week I get all the total amount of money that was collected from
Yes.
each unit.
Yes.
Yes, they bring it to me.
The total amount of money alone does not give you information as to the total amount of money that is collected.
Yes,
The total amount of money that is declared to you is not the same as the total amount of money that is collected, and that's what's supposed that should have been collected. So I am asking, as the overall
Yeah.
boss, as the Director of Finance, how do you supervise to make sure
Yeah.
that there are no fraudulent practices? Because where you have the managers to print from the system, and they can just sign the system, give it to the supervisors to go and collect money, and back to the managers. You as the Director of Finance, how do you supervise that process?
yes, I actually communicate with the manager directly,
Yes.
right? And if I see any discrepancy, I call the manager. If we have to call a meeting for all the rates collectors, we do it.
Have you ever seen a discrepancy before?
Actually,
It's a yes or no answer.
So far, I can't remember any. The only problem I had was because the collection was the collection rate was very low, and I was concerned. And I called all the rates collectors,
Yes.
plus their managers,
Yes.
and I informed them that we have to do a special survey. Or
Yes.
I told every one of them to go and register, because what happened was most of the property owners don't have a complete record of their contact.
Yes. Up there?
Up there, like they don't have their, in the system we don't have like their phone numbers,
Right.
their complete address and all those things.
Right.
And sometimes it becomes difficult
Right.
to trace them. So
Right.
I gave them a special task for
Right.
each collector to go in your zone.
Are you saying that is probably the reason why they were really low to turn out when it comes to revenue collection?
Yes, I mean, I gave them a special task, the
Yes.
rates collectors,
Yes.
to go and make sure they register every property owner in their zone
Right.
with complete contact information.
Right.
That is the phone numbers,
Right.
the compound address with the Google Plus,
Yes.
and all those things. Then we come and try to put it in the system to update the system.
That helped?
Yes, it is helping big time.
That is in relation to revenue assessment, right?
Yes, why that's also going to help, because we have decided to, our areas came to a point, it was very high, and our race collectors alone cannot be able to go after all those things. So we decided to bring in private debt collectors.
So let me go back to,
Yeah.
please finish that. You decided to employ?
You
decided to employ what collectors? Your earlier statement.
Yeah.
You said you decided to employ?
Yeah, because the area, we had a lot of areas. Not
Right.
so many people were not paying their rates.
Right.
So we decided to hire private debt collectors.
Private debt collectors.
Debt collectors.
When
yes.
was this?
Yeah, this was not long ago, recently.
How recent?
In late 2020, early part of 2024.
You hired private debt collectors?
Yeah, debt collectors.
Individuals?
About 5 companies. They are companies.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they are companies.
Are you talking about companies?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll need information about that, about the companies that you have hired. Just write that down before I go back to my earlier question.
Yeah.
The 5 companies you have hired as private debt collectors. Just write that down. Give us the list of the companies, when they were hired, the contracts that they have signed, if any.
With the, you mean the private debt collectors?
Those
right?
5, yes, companies.
Okay.
Can you please write it down?
Yeah, we have 5 of them, I think. We have, they signed the contract and everything, and we sensitize the public that they are coming after our areas.
No, I am saying you have to write down,
Yeah.
because we're asking you to produce a specific information. That is the names of these 5 private debt collectors,
Okay.
the contracts that they have with the area council, you provide them as well.
Okay, I'll provide it.
Please write that down so you will not forget.
Yeah. Okay,
Revenue,
I got it.
back to the issue. You said you were discussing about discrepancies, and we were discussing the very fundamental part of your check and balance in relation to these managers and supervisors.
Yes.
You said unless there are discrepancies. Have you had a situation where there were discrepancies?
Well, probably the thing sometimes is what the rates collectors who are supposed to distribute demand notes, they may not distribute enough.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, they may not distribute because all the rates collectors are given demand notes to distribute in their zones.
Yeah, so why wouldn't they distribute enough?
And some may not, well, that's inefficiency on their part.
They are not efficient enough.
Some, yeah, some don't do what they're supposed
And
to.
who are these some that are not efficient enough?
Well, you know, there is a performance appraisal where the manager will appraise the people who perform 70% below. And we write to them, we want them to improve their performance.
All right,
that's it. I cannot.
I have been informed it's time.
It's a convenient point to stop. We are going to rise.
Yeah,
Thank you. We may rise.